Okay student, let us start our science class. Yeah, in previous class we discussed about the new chapter. The heading of the chapter is Reproduction in Animals. So in our lower class we studied about the reproduction in higher plants. In flower we study different parts and what are the different reproductive parts in flower. All those things we studied in our 7th standard, right? Yeah. So in last class we discussed about the mode of reproduction, that is a type of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction, that is sexual and asexual reproduction. So we come to know that what is the main difference between these two. This will recall student what is the difference here? Yeah, in asexual reproduction a single organism is going to reproduce or else it is going to give a new offspring or else new individual. Example, amoeba. If it is in a sexual reproduction, what happen? Yeah, here there are two organisms are involved in the reproduction. So that is the two parents. So two individuals are takes parts in this. What happens? Later there is a product or else new individual is formed. Yeah. We come to know that in sexual reproduction there is a formation of gametes. Now tell me student, what is a gamete? Yeah, gamete means that is a reproductive cell. So both male is going to produce its reproductive cell and female is going to produce its reproductive cell. My now question is, what is the name of gametes in male? Male gamete is also called as sperm. Female gamete is also called as, yes, that is egg or a zoa. Yeah. Now, in last class we come to know that what are the different structures involved in the reproduction, that is a reproductive system. We studied both male and female reproductive system. Okay, we come to know that from where the gametes are producing along with the secretion of hormones. That is a male hormone is called as testosterone and progesterone. Female hormone is called as, yes, that is estrogen and progesterone. Yes. Next, after the formation of gamete, what will happen next? Okay, do you know what will happen next? Is we will study in today's class. Okay, that is fertilization process. So in today's class we are going to study about the fertilization. Yeah, fertilization. Already we come to know that how the fertilization takes place in higher plants in our 7th standard. So we will see how these fertilizations takes place and where these fertilizations takes place in human beings as well as in animals. Okay. Now, can you derive these terms, student, or else can you give a definition for this fertilization? What happens? Fertilization means what? Yeah, fertilization means nothing but male and female gamete is going to fuse. So I will draw here in case of human. Here there is a sperm. Okay, sperm and ova or as egg, it is going to fuse into one. So here this is one nucleus, it is having one nucleus, here one nucleus. So what happened here? Two nucleus, that is a two nuclei, that is nuclei. One means nucleus, two is nuclei. So here nuclei, it is going to give single nucleus, that process is called as fertilization. So here one nucleus is there, one nucleus is there. So nuclei, two now, so it is called as nuclei. Now the result, that fertilized one, what we are getting? Fertilized egg we are saying, that is having only one nucleus. Two nucleus is going to fuse over here. See, two nucleus is going to fuse over here and it is forming a single nucleus. Okay, this is called as fertilization. Fertilization means what here? The fusion of male and female gamete is called as fertilization. Okay, now we will see what is the result of fertilization. Fertilization giving a result that is called as zygote. What is that? That is a zygote. Come to know, here fusion is takes place and zygote. I will draw and show student how the sperm is going to fuse into this egg. See here, one egg. See, this is an egg, that is a female gamete. It is having the nucleus. Here what happens? Sperm, we know that sperm is highly motile one, so it is having the tail-like structure. So this sperm is, it can move, so it is motile, so it can move and it is moving towards the egg, and these, see, this entire part here, there is a nucleus is present in the head region. Okay, tail region only for the moving purpose. So what will happen? So this is going to fuse into this one, that time this tail is going to remove, breakdown of tail. Only the purpose is finished. So once again tail is not going to enter inside or else fuse into the egg. Only the head portion containing all the genetic materials, all the, what a nucleus means, all it is present, genetic materials, all the whatever the necessary things, it is there in the head. So it is going to fuse into this one. So what happened later? These sperm entered here. The portion of head portion is enters here. What happened? Immediately these two, it is going to fuse. Okay, immediately it is going to fuse. See, it is going to fuse into one. Okay, that is a zygote formation. Okay, come to know what it is now. Zygote formation means what? Immediately what the result we are getting from the sexual reproduction, that is called as the fusion of these two gametes are called as fertilization. Now just think of student, now here this zygote got two characters. From both the character, from sperm also it got some character and it got, so it is shared two character, right? Yeah. So I will say students, if you are going to see your siblings, that is your sister or brother, okay, whether you both are looking similar, no, completely it is not similar, because there is some reasons, the variation and all will come as a result of reproduction. But sometime in something it is, we can see very much similar to your father, and some character it is very much similar to your mother. If you are going to take your own example, some are saying you are same as your father or same as your mother. Sometimes they will say, see, your nose is like your mother and your hair is like your father. You are very much similar to your father or else you are very much similar to your mother. Sometimes we are saying we have got both the character from our parents, both the parents. So now see, this is the reason how we are getting our parents' character, because our parents' sperm, that is our parent cell, both the parent cell are going to fuse and there is a formation of individual. So what happened? We got the genetic material from both the parents. So what happened? We will get some character from our mother, some character from our father. So here, because of that one, we got some or sometimes we can say 50-50. So 50% of character we got from our mother and 50% we got from our father. Come to know how we are getting. This is the reason. Because of this fusion, there is a two gametes, they are sharing their character. Okay? Yes. Next we will see, after this we come to know that what is fertilization. Next we will see where these fertilization takes place in human beings, okay, or else in animals. See here, have a look. In last class we observed this diagram and we explain the different parts. Today we are going to study in which part the fertilization takes place in this diagram. Okay, so I am not going to name once again. In last class we have completed all those things. So we will see where the fertilization takes place in human body. So whether in male or female, yeah, we know that in female reproductive part the fertilization takes place. So here I will show student, see here this sperm enter like this and it reaches here and will come for the both the side like this. There are two oviduct, that is a fallopian tube. So what happened, it enter like this, and in oviduct the fertilization takes place. So where is the place of fertilization takes place? In oviduct or as fallopian tube. Okay, in fallopian tube, I said that almost it will take from egg to travel from here to here, it will take almost 3 days. In that 3 days, if the sperm enters into that reproductive system, means what will happen? Surely the fertilization takes place. Otherwise, if the sperm is not entering to it, what will happen? The released ova, the released egg, it is going to, it will reach like this and it will rupture and it comes like as a menstruation or as menses, what we are saying. Okay. Now we will see here from where this egg is going to release, from this ovary. See, the releasing of egg is called as ovulation. What is that? Ovulation. So we explained, we discussed in our last class. So the ovulation, once the ovulation takes place, egg will come here like this, see, egg will come like this, like this, like this. If the sperm is enter, here the fertilization takes place. Otherwise, it will come out and it rupture and it mix with blood and it will come out as a result of menstruation. So we come to know where the fertilization takes place. Next, one more point student, if the fertilization takes place inside the female body, means that fertilization is called as internal fertilization. Come to know internal fertilization. If the fertilization takes place inside the body, means we are calling that as an internal fertilization. Come to know what is internal fertilization. This is a type of fertilization, internal fertilization. Okay, sometime if any problem in the oviduct or else in fallopian tubule, whether that female or else that lady can give birth to a new individual or else new baby. Yeah, what you are saying? Yeah, we come to know that oviduct is the main part where the fertilization takes place. But don't worry, see, if any female, any mother, she is suffering from that, means there is a solution. Our science and technology is very much advanced nowadays. See, there is a chance of giving birth or as fertilization, it is a chance to fertilize, fertility of egg or as fertilization takes place in such a case also. See, that is called as IVF. That is one scientific method, it is IVF, in vitro fertilization. See here, in vitro fertilization. See what they are doing in this case, actually it is a scientific method of fertilizing, otherwise it is naturally, it is going to occur this fertilization. If any cases, if the oviduct or fallopian tube having any damage or as it is not have the capacity of fertilizing, means what will happen, there is a chance, such a scientific methods are there nowadays, IVF. What they are doing in this? See here, they are in lab, what they are going to do, they are taking the male and female gamete and they are fertilizing that one, that is a fusing that one. So what they are doing, they are taking both gametes, that is a male and female gamete, and they are collecting and they are creating the artificial environment, how it is suitable for, same as it is what oviduct environment, how it is same as that, they are creating artificially and they are fusing externally. Actually this is a method, scientific method actually, okay, to overcome such a problem. What they are doing, they are fusing. After the formation of zygote, they are going to inject these into the uterus, that is a zygote into the uterus. the zygote will embodied over there and the further development is takes place. Okay. Now, the baby born through this technique is called as test tube baby. What it is? Test tube baby. Actually, some are saying that is test tube baby means full test baby itself, it is going to develop inside the test tube. That is a wrong concept, students. Not like that. What they are doing? Only the fusion, that is a fertilization takes place in artificial environment. It may be in the test tube or else in the laboratory. Okay, it is nothing means nothing but it is in a laboratory. After the formation of zygote, that embryo, all those things, it is going to develop inside the uterus itself. Okay, that baby is called as test tube babies. Okay. Yeah, now we explained about the ovulation also. We come to know that what is ovulation. After the ovulation itself, the fertilization takes place. Okay, if it is a healthy egg and healthy sperm means what will happen? Surely it will fertilization takes place and there is a formation of zygote formation. Okay, this is all about the one type, that is internal fertilization. One more type is there, student, that is external fertilization. That is the second type of fertilization, that is the external fertilization. What it means? External means internal, inside the body, or that is inside the body of the female, and external means what happens here? Outside the body. The fertilization takes place outside the body. Now we will see how this takes place. Do you know any example for this? All the aquatic, most of the aquatic, not all the aquatic, most of the aquatic organism like fish, frog, starfish, all those things are what it takes, fertilization takes place externally. We will see how it is. Okay, how it is in case of frog. What it is doing? Do you know, have you seen the frog's egg? How it is? Very delicate it is, transparent like, no, it is very delicate like this. See, we can see somewhat like, we can see the some clusters, not like our egg or as ants egg. We can see fish or fish or frog, it is giving, it is laying clusters of number of eggs together. It may be hundreds. See here, not like hen, how it is only one egg it is going to lay, no, but here what happened? Fish, frog, the starfish and all, externally what? Once the egg is formed inside, that is egg is produced, that is ovulation is occurred, it is going to lay egg outside. Once the egg is laid outside, very delicate it is, very delicate it is, no, don't have any shell, protective shell like hen egg what we are getting, that is not like, very delicate egg we can see in our field or in a pond, etc. If you are getting the chance to see that one, just observe, student, just observe the clusters of what egg of these aquatic animals like fish and frog. Okay. So what happened next? Same as that, female is going to produce the gamete and they are going to lay outside the body. Same as that, male frog, it is going to it is going to sperm, it is going coming out from the body, and it is what it is doing, it is just swims in, because that is a moving, no, so it is moving, the sperm is moving in water itself. So what will happen when it is reaching nearby both the male and female gamete, there is a frog's egg and sperm, there is a fertilization takes place. Okay, if the sperm come out, sperm reaches here, so it is the fertilization takes place outside the body of the female. Such fertilization is called as external fertilization. Okay, yeah, come to know now what is the 2 points, the 2 types of fertilization, internal and external. Now one question, student, how could a single cell become such a big individual? We come to know that only one single cell is going to develop as a big individual, full individual, whole individual. How it is? That is a developmental development stage, student. After the formation of zygote, what happened? Immediately the zygote is going to divide, the nucleus of zygote is divided into number of nucleus. Once it is 2, next it is going to further division, it is giving a number of cells, and there is a formation of tissues. Okay, that form is called as embryo. That is called as what? Embryo. Okay, after the embryo formation, what will happen? The parts, different parts like leg, hand, ear, eye, all those things, the development takes place. Once the embryo is completely developed, embryo formation is done, next it is going to do the next development takes place, that is a different parts developments. In embryo there is a tissue formation, we come to know. Next what happened here? There is a development of different organs takes place. Okay, that is called as fetus. That is called as what? That is called as fetus. Fetus means what now? Yeah, in fetus we can see leg, we can see nose, we can see lip, hand, all those things. So that is called as what? Fetus. Come to know now? That is fetus. Once the fetus fully, it is a developed fetus, that is a full development takes place for the fetus, means what will happen? Immediately giving birth to a new organism, giving birth, so it is coming out. It is coming out. So we will see in the diagram where this zygote formed here. Okay, that is in oviduct, zygote. Once the zygote is formed, it is coming here, that is in, it is going to embed in the uterus and it is going to fix over there. So we know that how it is, uterus means that is like a baby cot, I said, like a cradle it is. What is going to give? It is going to give all the blood capillaries, all the nourishment it is going to give for that embryo, for the zygote. Once the zygote is formed, immediately what will happen? There is a formation of embryo. So embryo is present somewhere here now. Okay. Later what will happen? Embryo, it is going to develop all the body parts and it is converted as a fetus. Once the fetus, now fetus is here, see fetus is here, it will take 9 months, fully it will take 9 months. Okay. In some individual it may vary. So what happened? All the development it is takes place, how many days it need, all the after the development of the child, full all the parts I am saying. Next what will happen? Here I said that is a cervix, it is going to open. Cervix is going to open, see here the baby coming out, that is a passage called vagina, through the vagina it is coming out. Okay, that is how after the development what will happen? What will happen? Because of after the development it won't stay over there. What will happen? It is coming out. Okay, as a newborn baby, that is an infant. Come to know now how the birth, and before that there is some number of process. Next I am asking one more question, student. Same process in man, cow, cat, or as if it is a tiger, elephant, same process like human beings only, how the development after that it is going to give the birth. Now my question is, in case of hen, how it is in case of an hen? Yeah, see hen is also, it is an example for internal fertilization itself. In eggs are in hen, eggs also going to fertilize inside the body, that is in the oviduct itself. We will see what is the changes, what is the difference in human and egg. Okay, once soon after the fertilization, I am explaining in hen what it is going to happen. Okay, soon after the fertilization, zygote formation is done. After the zygote formation, zygote divides repeatedly, I said same as in human. Next what happened? Travel down the oviduct. It is travel down the oviduct like human beings only. As it travel down, many protecting layers are covering, many protecting layers are covering in case of hen. Okay, that is a hard shell we can see. We can see the hard shell, no, that is a white shell. Yeah, hard covering it is formed. Once that much process is complete, that is it is called as embryo itself. So after the formation of embryo, after the formation of hard covering, the hen is going to lay egg. Okay, after that what happened? The development takes place outside the body. Fertilization, zygote formation, embryo formation, all things takes place inside the body. Only the development, further development, the parts formation, all those things in the outside the body. Okay, so it will take almost 3 weeks, student. So it have to the chick to the 3 weeks to develop into a chick. That egg is developed into a chick. It will take 3 weeks. So what it is doing? Have you seen hen sitting on the egg? Yeah, it is sitting 3 weeks completely. It is going to sit over there. So it is going to sit over there. What will happen after the how much? Actually, it is going sufficient to warmth to that one. So it needs some warm environment. So it is protecting. Meanwhile, it is protecting. It is providing the sufficient warmth, and after the 3 weeks, it is going to hatch out. Have you seen how it is? Yeah, it's a small baby, that is a chick, a small chick. It is going to hatch out. Same thing, it is happens in all the birds. All the birds, if it is a peacock, if it is a crow, same thing. But it is also a internal fertilization. Don't misunderstand, that is external fertilization. The development takes place externally in external environment, but all the fertilization, zygote formation, embryo formation, all those things takes place inside. So the sperm or else the ovum, that is both the gametes are going to fuse inside itself. Okay, inside itself. So that is also an example for internal fertilization. So in today's class, we discussed about the fertilization, and what is the result of fertilization? There is a formation of gamete. Later it develop as a embryo. Once embryo, there is a small tissue formation, all those things it is occurs. Later the parts development, that is once that is called as fetus. Once the full parts it is developed, full like a baby it is, what will happen? It is a chance of birth. So ovulation also we come to know what is ovulation. There are two fertilization type, that is the internal and external fertilization. We come to know that what is the main difference in between these two. So you have to give the examples. Next, after that, the development also we studied. Next, the test tube baby, that concept also we studied. So it is a big contribution of science and technology to overcome this problem. What those who are not getting a baby, or they are they are suffering from some sad. Actually, if they are not have baby, means the couples surely they are very sad. So to overcome this one, if she have any problem in oviduct, means what will happen? There is a new method. So that is IVE. In this method, they can get the baby. Okay, in hen also, in case of hen, how the development takes place, that also we discussed. So later we will continue in the next class. So write down today's question, students. Yeah. First question, what is fertilization? The result of fertilization is dash. What is that? Yes. Next, what is ovulation? Explain development of embryo. Okay. What is the full form of IVE? Thank you, students.